Any country or any place you go to that you don't see an Igbo man, just run away from that place. Just run away, because Igbos are this kind of people that they always see opportunity in any environment.
They just go after
So
it.
once they see that opportunity anywhere, they will settle down there and build business there.
Okay, so if you go there and then there's no Igbo man, you mean that there's no opportunity there. So the place is not good
that
for
place
you.
is evil. So once Igbo man go there, go to that city or that village, and there's an opportunity, the next thing he will do is to build business.
Okay.
So we're this business-oriented kind of people. I have to survive on my own. I don't have to depend on anybody. I don't have to depend on family to survive. Being for the fact that I was all my life in boarding school, so I learned how to be alone. I lost millions. Or more. At some point, all those kind of evil thoughts now. Or you don't lose them, like, well, we're going to come up, but I just die, may just go.
Oh, really?
So I was not like, what if this money and I just lost it, just like a way of God trying to, because I was like, I pay my tithes, I do a lot of things in church. Why then am I suffering this way? Why am I suffering this way? Why is God trying to punish me? Moving to America is one of the best decisions I ever made.
Okay.
Because, like I said, back home, I was doing business, I was making money, living good life.
Okay.
But that good life was not enough for me. At some point, you look into your bank account, you have millions. You'll be like, well, this is not what you want.
Okay.
If you change this million now into dollar, how much is it? You understand?
So today, I sat down with Victor, a student who moved from Nigeria to the United States of America, and now the CEO of Venox Tech Solution. His company is currently valued at $1.5 million, and he has just been here for 2 years. Watch and let me know what you think.
Welcome to Fly Venox, the smarter, faster, and more affordable way to book flights across the world. Travel booking shouldn't be stressful, confusing, or expensive. Fly Venox was built to make travel seamless. With just a few taps, search thousands of airlines and routes powered by global technology. Enter your destination, choose your preferred date, and let Fly Venox search through real-time flights from over 700 airlines worldwide. Book in your own currency. Payments are secure, powered by world-best payment technology. Once you confirm, your ticket is instantly sent to your email and saved in the Fly Venox dashboard. No delays, no hidden fees.
So you're watching this video, the probability that you've not subscribed to the channel is very high. As a matter of fact, probably is 80%, because the YouTube algorithm shows that more than 80% of people who watch our content haven't subscribed. So if you're forgetting to subscribe, I would like to ask you to take a pause and subscribe. Thank you. All right. So today I'm joined by an entrepreneur, a student who moved from Nigeria and then came to America to study, and then he started a business. So we're just gonna discuss about how he moved from Nigeria whilst being an entrepreneur and then came to the United States as a student and still starting his business here, or like working on his business here. So sir, welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, so I would like you to introduce yourself and then introduce yourself more, and then we dive into the conversation.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. And my name is Victor Chukunonso Okoli.
Chukunonso Okoli.
Chukunonso
Okay.
Okoli. My middle name is Chukunonso. Then my surname is Okoli.
Okoli.
Ezekoli. So it's a Nigerian name.
Igbo, right?
An Igbo name, yeah. So I'm from the Igbo part of Nigeria.
Okay. What is special about Igbo people, just to cut in?
A lot of things are special about Igbo people, but it depends on the aspect or the aspects you want to know.
Okay.
When it comes to culture, the Igbo are this kind of people that we embrace our culture a lot anywhere we are.
Okay.
We always showcase it no matter what. We always want to be profound about it, so we don't hide or to be timid about what we believe in or what our culture is all about. So that's why sometimes whenever you see an Igbo man, you will know. Even by his appearance, attire, you always know.
Okay.
Either by wearing his Isiago clothes or red cap or something. You must say
Okay.
something that will tell you, okay, this
This guy-
person is an Igbo man. So
You like
a
to
lot of-
represent your culture.
we present ourselves well, and we're not afraid of anything.
Okay.
Anywhere. And this adage said that any country or any place you go to that you don't see an Igbo man, just run away from that place.
Why?
Don't run away, because Igbos are this kind of people that they always see opportunity in any environment.
They just go
So
after it.
once they see that opportunity anywhere,
Oh,
they will settle down there and build business there.
okay. So if you go there and then there's no Igbo man, you mean that there's no opportunity
There's no
there.
opportunity
So
there.
the place is not
Or
good
that
for
place
you.
is evil. So once Igbo man go there, go to that city or that village, and there's an opportunity, the next thing he will do is to build business.
Okay.
So we're this business-oriented kind of people.
Okay.
We in our culture, again, when it comes to business, Igbos are known for this entrepreneurship, or this kind of, like say, Eba boy, in Igbo language, call it Eba boy, like serving.
7. Okay.
When you serve somebody, the person will settle you at the end of apprenticeship. Yeah,
Okay.
we call it apprenticeship in English language. So after that, the person will settle you, and then you will be free and to open your own business. So
Okay.
this is another thing Igbos are known for. So that's why once they go to any location, any environment that they see opportunity, someone must be, an Igbo man must be there to make it happen.
Okay.
And then bring the rest, establish and build empire.
Okay.
So any place you go to, any city, any village, any country you go to, and you don't see an Igbo man there, just leave.
So I remember, I don't know, but Igbo people, do you guys you don't like to be at the bottom, right? You always want to be at the top. Like,
It depends.
okay. Now, the reason why I say this is I remember a story of during the slave times. So, like, there's this legend, actually here in the United States, that the white men, they went to Nigeria and they went to see the Igbo kings and all that. And they told them that they need the strongest of the Igbo men to come here. They're going to train them and then, give them skills and all that. Apparently, it was a lie. So, when they brought them, they were in some place here in the state, and what happened was they said they would rather die than become slaves, and all the men tied rope around their necks and jumped into a river.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
so-
I've heard something like that too before.
Yeah,
So that's an Igbo man for you. You don't deceive us into doing something that if they are told them, okay, you are coming to do so and so thing, to work to so and so time and be free and be settled, it would have been a different mindset for them.
Okay.
But now they were deceived
Okay.
to go into that which was not their initial plan or initial purpose.
Oh.
So they will rebel against it. That's an Igbo man for you.
Okay.
Tell me, come to this place, serve you for 7 years, for 5 years, for 3 years. You're gonna do this to me. Igbo man will agree, because he has, okay, for me to work for you or for me to serve you, I'm gonna learn something
Okay.
that will benefit me too as well. And that alone helped me a lot in my own journey as an entrepreneur back home.
Yeah. So how is growing up? Which parts of Nigeria did you grow up?
I actually grew up in almost every part of Nigeria. Let me just put it that way, because
Okay.
growing up in Onitsha, that is the heart, well, I say the capital city or the business city of Anambra State is Onitsha. So
Anambra,
growing
okay.
up there, at early age, that should be about 5 years or so, I moved to the village to do my grandma, because I love my grandma a lot.
Okay.
So from there, I went to the boarding school for my high school in Enugu State.
Okay.
For being in the boarding school there after some time. So while growing up, then get to the boarding school, then from the boarding school back in Enugu State, after some time, then I moved back to Onitsha again
Okay.
to complete the other level of my education, which was still in the boarding school.
Okay.
So at some point, being the Igbo man I be, the family was like, okay, we're only 2 boys at home.
Okay.
2 boys from my family, then the rest were girls. So they were like, okay, 2 of you should come and manage the family's business since your dad is late and all that.
What was the business?
I am my senior brother. My dad was into, kitchen utensils and all that.
Okay.
So he deals on that a lot, like a very big aspect of it. So, but then I was still little. I was like, no, I don't want to go into this. I want to go to school, even though I have that mind to do business, but I don't want to do that now.
Okay.
Until I achieve what I want to achieve. So it becomes a problem that I have to rebel. That's an Igbo man for you.
You have to rebuild.
I have to rebuild.
Okay, so you didn't want to continue your father's
I have to
legacy.
leave my house.
Okay.
Leave the family. At early age, I was about 17, 16 years then.
Okay.
I leave my family, move to a different city. Alone. With nobody. Do I have to con some stories to tell them? Then I was a Winner Chapel member. If I don't know about we live in faith, Winner Chapel. So we always go to Shiloh every year, Christmas time, in Lagos, which is the headquarters. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can use that method to tell my people so that they can let me leave Anambra State to Lagos State. I told them I'm going to Shiloh. Church has agreed to sponsor us, the teenagers, because I was just a teen then. 17 years old, not knowing nothing. So they were like trying to be like, okay, no, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
So you used the church to lie.
Yeah, I used the church to lie. Yeah, I lied because of church. Because then in teens church, then we play in teens choir. Yeah, play instruments and all that. So from there, they agreed. I left. I went there. I switched off my phone. Started living my life after the Shiloh and all that. I have to look for a way to survive. So that was where the surviving aspect of it started. So that was that about growing up. It was very tough, but it taught us how to be resilient and also how to be ambitious as well.
So like how did the entrepreneurship start? Like how did you start your business? Was it the now your business is about flights, right? You have an app that's a booking app, right? Like where people go to the site and then they book their flights. Can you throw a little bit light into that?
Before coming to the US to establish this Venox company, my name of my company is Venox. Even back home, I have Venox Limited. Back home. But before then, I didn't just wake up to establish Venox. It was a process. It was the time like I have to survive to live. I have to survive. I have to do some things to survive. At some point, it all boils down to 2000. I think that was 2011 after I left high school. 2010, I wanted to go into computer training, computer repair. So I saved up money to pay for it. I think one of my boss then was Niscom Tech. One guy there, Niscom Tech, he has his own company then. Where he fixed computers and all that repair. So he goes to bank too to help banks to fix their computers and all that. So I paid him, I think about 12,000 naira. That's about $6 or $7 now. That was what I paid for 6 months or 9 months to learn under him. You see where that Igbo pattern comes in. Apprenticeship. I paid to learn because I wanted that knowledge. So then he was taking me on those how to troubleshoot computer, laptop, desktop, taking me to those banks he used to work for. We see how they do their troubleshooting, how he does some networkings and all that with them. So while I was doing that, I was also trying to do some other things on the table to just get money. So I can buy form to go to university because I was still having that mind to still go to the university. Because I already know that my family might not be able to do it because they don't want to do that. Not that they can't do it, they don't want to do it.
They just want you to continue your father's.
I was all in boarding school. So now they want me to become part of his family business. I rebelled against it. So now I have to be on my own. So I was planning on my own too. Planning my exit. While I was working here, learning here, I was also planning my exit on how to get some fun to do something else. It's a very long story actually, but I don't know. I have to cut it short. So
it's interesting. So now you go to learn how to repair computers.
So that was how the whole thing started, and then from there we have to from learning that computer thing. Then I lied about going to Lagos for the Shiloh. That was how I moved to Lagos. Then that my boss will become partners. Now I'm in Lagos. I'll buy computer parts, send to him. He will pay me. You see, I was just doing that, hustling, trying to make some money too. And mind you, I cut off from my family at some point for like 6 months, going to 9 months. No communication. Nobody could reach me.
So like, why do you you wanted to cut off every obstacle, every disturbances,
Yeah.
every nuances that.
Yeah, because I have to survive on my own. I don't have to depend on anybody. I don't have to depend on family to survive. Being for the fact that I was all my life in boarding school, so I learned how to be alone. Boarding school life,
Yeah, pretty much. You're
you're on your own.
Yeah,
Just that school only provide food for you to eat.
Exactly.
The rest of the things you're doing
you have
is
to
for
make
you.
most
You
of the
have to
decisions
learn how to
yourself.
wash your clothes, iron your clothes, do some things for yourself while in boarding school. So, bro, that was how the whole thing started, and I moved, went to Lagos, did some other things just to survive. At the end of the day, I gather some money, get into aviation school first, get some advanced degree in aviation services, airline ticketing and reservations. Then, but before then again, after then, I applied to different airlines to work, thinking I'll be working with different airlines as maybe ticketing officer and all that.
Okay.
But my applications was turned down.
Oh.
All those airlines back home, yeah, they turned down my applications. I was like, what? I still have to write another letter to them again. Okay, now I'm not asking you guys to employ me to pay me. I want to work for you guys voluntarily.
Okay.
You see where the apprenticeship comes in again.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, since you guys don't want to pay me, you guys don't want to employ me because I don't have university degree. I only just have that advanced degree.
Yeah.
Okay, can I work voluntarily for you guys? Don't pay me. I will work.
Mm-hmm.
So after some weeks or months, those airlines reach out to me.
They did?
Yeah, Arik Airline, Aero Contractor, 2 different airlines. So that was how I started working for them voluntarily. So I had my time. Nobody was controlling me like, come to work by this time, don't come to work by this time. While I was doing that, so that was giving me access to the airport. So I was accessing the offices.
Okay.
Moving around, seeing people traveling, seeing pilots, seeing a lot of people. So that aviation thing was, the whole vision was like being clear. Okay, this is your part.
Interesting.
So this is your part. I was like, okay. They were not paying me after 1 month, 2 months. They were paying. Then the third month they started paying me. They were giving me some stipend. I was like, oh, okay. Something is coming up.
I mean, maybe they were seeing the work that you're doing and they appreciated it.
I was doing a lot of things in the office there, trying to run around, help to do some certain things, help in computer connections. Once anything happens, that same knowledge I learned back home. So I was trying to apply it there. So like, this guy is hard work. Okay, let's start giving him something. Mind you, there were 2 different airlines. I was not employed. It was a voluntary work, so I can work with both of them at the same time without them knowing.
Yeah.
So getting the both knowledge and all that. Then while I was receiving that payment and all that, I have to quickly enroll in a university.
Okay.
To get a knowledge in computer science, and also in another one to get another degree in oil and gas management. So I had 2 bachelors. So, but that's another case altogether. Okay,
so like I don't mean to interrupt, but like I remember I went to Nigeria one time. I used Peace Airline.
Okay.
That's about
Airpeace,
right? That's about like 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it 2021? Yeah, 2021. And the experience was not good.
Yeah, when it comes to, I don't know, I think maybe
not the flight, but like okay, so I moved from Ghana to Nigeria to Lagos, and so from Lagos to Port Harcourt.
From Lagos to Port Harcourt.
Looks like a marketplace.
Like, oh, okay.
No, like the customer service and okay, maybe I shouldn't say this, but like,
I don't know. I don't really know. But one thing about these airlines, when it comes to their business, is that once it comes to domestic services, they neglect it. They don't look,
because they think that most of them are Nigerians.
Yeah, they don't take cautions about us there. So they just, since you guys are not, since it's not international flight,
they don't care.
Just do everything. They pack everybody in same flight. Use one particular flight to use multiple routes in a day and all that. So that's what happens most times. So, but you might have that experience. Another person might still have another different because all my experience while working at the airport and flying local airlines while I was in Nigeria was all good. Because I know how to access better aircraft, not just airline, but aircraft. The difference between having having access to better airline and having access to better
how
aircraft.
do you get better access to?
That is the GDS we use while booking tickets, flight ticket. Is a core. GDS is a software.
Okay.
Global Distribution System is a software called Amadeus, Galileo, and Sabre.
Okay.
So there are 3 in the world.
Okay.
The software. So because you're in the airline, you are in the aviation space, you have access to those things. You are taught how to use those software.
Okay.
To make bookings.
Okay.
It's different from when you just go online to
just book
your ticket.
So what else?
You get it cheaper. We get the details about the airline. We get the details about the aircraft, the fleet, not just the airline.
Is it accessible? Is it accessible to the public or no?
No, you have to have a specific training for that. So that's why you go into aviation school matters.
Okay.
So that's what they will teach you in aviation school, and then you go and do some maybe like internship in organizations that use it or that have license to use it.
Okay, so let's say a common person, I want to use this stuff that you're talking about. How do I use it?
You want to use the software?
Yeah.
You have to go to aviation school.
Oh, okay. So without going to the aviation school, I can't use it.
To have access to it.
Okay, so like more or less like a special treatment for those who have been to aviation.
Yeah. They will train you on how to use the trade software. Is like a programming language, Python, C++. Also is a software. It doesn't interpret things to you the way normal app will interpret to you.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to build with the app I'm developing, whereby a normal person can just use the app, get your booking in a normal layman language.
Okay, so that's where the idea comes from.
Yes. Not just using the software to interpret and try to get is a code.
Okay.
You can't just see maybe going to Cleveland to Pittsburgh. No, it's gonna be a code. CLE / it's a code. It's not something you can just type and ask the system to give you flight ticket. No. Everything there is all about code language like that is used.
So is this similar to your software that you're creating that people can use to book?
Yeah, it's similar to it, but now the GDS is not integrated into the app.
Okay.
Whereby when you're booking, it's just giving you a normal English language. You can type Lagos, you can type United Kingdom or London, you can type New York. It will just give you airports in New York.
Okay. But it's going to be fun if you could integrate it into it. Or like there are some
you have to have a level of licensing from the aviation industry to be able to. It's not even because it will confuse the public. It will confuse the public. So all you have to do, once you build the app, put everything, explain them in a layman language, flight details. Your flight details, the kind of flight is going to be the flight number or the fleet number.
Okay.
So once you get it, you can now make your research. Okay, it's a new aircraft. It's not a new aircraft. It has been in this country for a long time. You get all those details and then make your bookings. Okay.
So at what point, like you were working for 2 aviation companies?
Yeah.
So at what point did you decide how long did you work there?
Yeah, I was there, immediately I got there, I wasn't planning to go to university immediately because I didn't have the resources to go into the university after my first degree. So while I was working there then, they were paying me. Immediately started paying me after like 2 months. I was like, okay, this is a good time for me to get into school.
Okay.
At least let me use this opportunity. They are not controlling my time. I come to work anytime I want, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Almost looking. That's when I go to office. They do some other things that, those times the major staffs don't come to work. So that's when I come to work. And then, so I was already in school then, trying to run, I think, in my 200 level or so. I was like, okay, how do I get more access? Because now I'm just like nobody. Now, how do I make them, at least, even if know how, let them employ me?
Yeah.
Or let them work with me.
Yeah.
So that was where the idea of, okay, let me launch a business. The first company I launched back home was Master Eagles Aviation Services.
Okay.
So I started that company then in Nigeria. So I wrote the letter to those airlines. I want to partner with them to be able to have access to the GDS in my own system. So that I can be like an agent who works from home. People book tickets, I issue it. While the airline do the final issuing with them.
Okay.
So when I did that, So they were not like, I have to register the business, because I didn't register the business. I just have only business name.
Business name.
Just had the business in my head, design logo, design letterhead, type everything, send to them, all those airlines then. So they reviewed it that it's a good idea. They work with me, they put me through and all that. So they agreed to partner with me.
Okay.
So, and I was no longer like working with them voluntarily. I was not like a partner.
A contractor.
So I was now working with those airlines, then with other agencies that has license to book international flight, because the ones I was working with them were just a local flight.
Okay.
So I now have to meet other airlines or agencies that has license to book tickets. So partner with them, started having access to their portals, check their portals, know how it works, and then start booking tickets, both local and international, while going to school.
Wow.
So while I was doing that, COVID-19 hit.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, like nobody was flying.
Nobody was flying. So that one again, I have to think, should I remain like this? No, I have to devise another means again. I have to go into the field. I started the financial services, like, I don't know, I'm going to call it like.
So when you went to the uni, you went to study IT.
Yeah.
Computer science. Okay. Then it ties into the apprenticeship experience and everything. Okay.
So that was it. So at some point, while I was doing that with airlines and having access to people booking tickets, and then I think in 2015, but that was before then, I had this opportunity, this mind, because I was at the airport. I want to go to America. I want to become a pilot.
Okay.
I want to fly.
Oh,
seeing pilots every day moving.
Yeah,
that's dressing well on their shirts.
Yeah.
That was the time. All my clothes has been like short sleeve, all those kind of back home. If it's not it, I'm not wearing a white short sleeve shirt, and all that, and ties,
So acting
acting like
before you fake it till you make it. Okay, interesting. So you said you were talking about COVID-19 hate, and then you went into the financial service, trying to adapt.
I have to go into other businesses, try to do some. Back home we call it I can't remember the actual name, but the popular name then was like POS business. Try to POS, point of service operation business. Or something like that.
Okay.
So in during that COVID-19, there was people were not doing anything.
Yeah.
So but people needed cash. Bank was not working.
Okay.
Bank was not working. So I have to register a company, another company. That was where Venox came in.
Okay.
Because Master Eagle's aviation was just only for aviation services.
Okay.
So now Venox was like, okay, I can use Venox to do other things.
Okay.
And Venox is just my two names, Victor and Chinonso. Victor and Nonso, Vic and Nos.
Okay.
That's where the name comes in.
Okay.
So I combined the two names, register the company Venox Limited, get into bank, have access to banks. Bank were not giving me cash to sell during that COVID. People were not actually going to bank. Bank was not working. So I became like a retailer.
Okay. So what were you doing? Like you go to the bank and get the money and
get cash
and go and distribute to people.
Withdraw with my POS machine. Pay me for the services.
Okay.
So I return back to the bank again, withdraw it. It's still going to my account because I have to have a corporate.
So how are you getting customers? How did you know that this person needed money?
You have to be in a particular setting like market, environment that people moves around.
Okay.
People do business. Or those people doing business don't go to bank during that time. They don't have access to bank during that COVID-19 period.
Oh, okay.
They don't really have access to bank. So you just be in a particular small space and all that. Get the cash from bank. Then I work with Stanbic IBTC Bank and some other banks. Then again, because sometimes you will not have access to bank will not have cash to do. So you have to meet those people doing business, selling in box, selling in wholesale.
Yeah.
To still tell them, please, instead of you to go to bank, I can help you go to bank for you. Give me your cash.
Wow.
This is my company. This is what I do. Give me the cash. I'll collect the cash from you. Use it. Sometimes 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, depending on what the sales they made the day.
Okay.
So they'll give me the cash. I'll go to my shop then.
So
sell the cash. After selling the whole cash, then I will not transfer the money for the person.
Okay. So were you doing this all by yourself or you had a team that you're working with?
I started by myself at first. So at some point I had other places I was doing it. that people don't even know, because I don't want it to be like, okay, this person has this. No. I was just like, it was like, people know me, just know me, not others. So if I get it, I will distribute the money to those branches.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, everything still boils down to my personal account and then remit it to those individuals.
Wow.
Or go back to the bank and withdraw it. So bank knows me now as not just as my normal name, is as a company doing these services. So we're almost like the first set of people that started that business back home.
In Nigeria, the whole of Nigeria?
Back home, then we're like the first set of people.
Okay.
That started those business back home.
Interesting.
So at some point it wasn't going again. Then after COVID-19, things started making sense again. So we have to leave, go back to the aviation industry again.
Okay.
Move into real estate and other things.
So with all of these things that you went through, starting moving from your house to Lagos, the aviation and all those kind of things, what was the drive like? Why were you so driven that this is what you want to do?
One of the things that drives me is this, to always provide solution to problems.
Okay.
Like, even without any resources, you don't need to be rich to be able to have access to things. Like I said, since I didn't have the basic knowledge to work with the airline.
Yeah.
But I have to devise a means to work with the airline.
Yeah.
By going there as a voluntary worker.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they are still paying me. Once they see your skills, see what you can do.
Yeah.
I didn't have money to do some business during the COVID-19, but I have to approach the bank. Okay, see what I want to do. They were like, okay, you have to register a company for you to be able to do this. It's not just business then. Make it a limited liability.
Okay.
So I did it. Registered it, have my directors. So the bank, we are now like, okay, now we can work with you.
Okay.
Started giving me cash. People started giving me cash. I started doing some business. At some point, we had some challenges, like heavy ones that almost want to take my life, but that's business for you. That's business for you. You have to take the risk.
Yeah.
So these are the things. So you have to be, the mindset was so strong to just survive and all that.
So, your story is interesting because we grew up in Africa where we think that there isn't much opportunity. But here is the case where at every point in time in your life or in the journey, as you're describing, you're able to identify opportunities, and probably where it seems impossible, you're able to make a way.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to always provide solution to every problem. Like, the problem then was I didn't have access to airport, I didn't have access to fly, I didn't have access to aviation industry and all that. But since I was not qualified academically to be there, how do I do that? So I have to go through that apprenticeship level.
Okay.
Work with them, do other things the airline needed for me to be there. Then from there, my vision, my mindset was now developed more. Okay, I can actually do this. I can actually decide to fly, and I started applying to some schools here in America. That was one of the things that prompted me, okay, you can actually leave.
Okay.
So one school there gave me admission. That was in 2016, 2017 in Florida, Venox Aviation, to come for flying school. But there was no funding. So I was not like, okay, how do I do this? They were like, if I can get someone in the US that can sign a particular document for me, they will process the whole other things. But at the end of the day, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get anyone. And then I wasn't able to come to become a pilot. But then I didn't relent in that. So I was still doing my other things and then try to do other things and get it done.
Okay. That's interesting. So, I guess your business was doing well back in Nigeria. Why did you have to leave and then come to America?
Yeah, it was doing well at some point. At some point, it was not doing well. You know the system, how the government, once new government changes, it affects the entrepreneurs, especially people that don't have the strong capacity to, the new government came, Naira policy, cashless society came in. So a lot of things came in that disrupted our business in Nigeria. So we went into a lot of serious issues. some other like scam and all that to happen too.
Okay.
That I lost millions. Like I lost a lot of cash and these were people's money. I was, OPM, working with other people's money.
Yeah.
Other people's money. So I make use of that a lot because I don't have it.
Yeah.
So I have to get other people's money to work with.
Yeah.
So I lost millions. At some point, those kind of evil thoughts now. Okay, don't lose them. Like, well, we're going to come up, but I just die, may just go.
Oh, really?
So I was not like, what if this money and I just lost it, just like a way of God trying to, because I was like, I pay my tithes, I do a lot of things in church. Why then am I suffering this way? Why am I suffering this way? Why is God trying to punish me?
Yeah.
At some point, I was like, okay, this is just like a phase.
Yeah.
That was one of the things, the instructions I got from God. Okay, this is a phase. If you can manage this, I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. So at some point, I left that financial business. That was where I lost that money. Back to aviation business. Got an office space somewhere in Ikeja, GRA, and all that side. Before then, if I haven't got an office space, I have to work with another agency again. I apply to work with them. Okay. So that I can have access to their office. So that was where, even before then, So I went into aviation again, applied to work in other companies again that is doing the same business I was doing, but I don't have the money to start my own fully again because every time I lost almost everything.
Okay.
I was in serious debt. How do I pay back those debts? How do I do those things, pay back those things?
Okay.
So I have to apply again. Okay, I want to work, They hired me, started working with them, started getting some little money again while I was still trying to operate my own business. Then I think I have to work in a shared space, office space there.
Okay.
To start all over again from scratch. Just my laptop and all that. So with some time again, the company was not like, oh, you have your own company, you're not supposed to be working with us since you have your own company that's related to your own company again. So I have to stop. I was like, okay, no problem. But then I've gathered experience, and the more strength I needed, the more people I need to work with.
Okay.
So immediately that happens, so I have to move, have my own office space, hire 1 or 2 people, and then start up again.
Okay.
So within 6 months, we were able to raise those money to pay back, those debts and all that.
Wow.
Survive and then keep going, try to get into property business, real estate and all that.
My God, this guy.
So trying to get into real estate. My first real estate deal then, when I made the money, I was not like, wow, this real estate money is sweet though. It's sweet.
Yeah.
So
I think I heard of one guy, like I think he's in Nigeria, one of the biggest real estate agents. And he said at the time he started, but then they told him to come to America. So his family were pressuring him to come to America. And then he came. And then he was in America and he was like, what am I doing here? Like he's making millions back in Nigeria. So like he just had to stop. He just had to leave and go back to
once you position your business well and start making money, it's good. But sometimes the social factors, political factors will always mess you up back home.
Yeah.
Always mess you up back home. So these are the things I have to put into consideration. Insecurity. So these are the things I have to put into consideration while doing your business. Mm-hmm. So if you know that this thing is not guaranteed, you're not guaranteed of getting this kind of result at some point, maybe after 5 years. Okay. Just find your way. Leave first.
Okay.
Get to a particular place, get more established while trying to keep that one. Mm-hmm. Then once you are done, you can now probably find a way to bridge them together. Okay. That's what we're doing in Venox Limited now here in America.
Okay.
Venox Technology Incorporation. Mm-hmm. I'm here for my master's degree in computer information system.
Yeah.
Trying to match the both of them again is like the work I'm doing in that company is the same thing. It's just like, how do I put it? It aligns with my degree here in America.
Yeah, the degree that you're doing, yeah.
So you just like to automate the whole thing now to make everything be in a particular software, or in a particular app, so that people will have access to. Not always calling me or going to the office to make the booking. And now it's no longer just for Nigeria. It's going to be for the whole world.
Yeah.
Because the app comes with different currency.
Okay.
Multiple currencies,
okay.
booking. So you can book with pounds, you can book with naira, you can book with dollar, you can book. We're also trying to implement other
You can book
currencies
with
too.
CDs.
We're trying to implement other currencies too. Just with time.
Oh,
So
okay.
before we do our final full launch, we just launched our MVP currently. So we're just trying to do some testing to make sure that the whole thing is working. There's no loophole. There's nothing that will make people lose their money and us to go into lost. Because when you launch this kind of thing, there's a global product.
Stuff, yeah.
If you're not careful, people will take advantage of it and you get into loss. Imagine if somebody see a loophole where this app, there's something happening, they can infiltrate your app, start making booking without making payment.
Yeah.
And the whole thing will backfire on you.
Yeah.
You won't be able to have enough money to pay back to the airlines that you're partnering with. Because these are airlines I'm working with.
So the interesting thing is that for most entrepreneurs or most people here who do business, some of them might be like, oh, I don't really need education. I don't need to further my education. But for you, it seems like you had that drive for entrepreneurship, but yet still you're educating yourself and going for the degrees and even now your masters and all that. Where did that come from? Or like why do you do that?
Yeah, I have this, like I said, I went to boarding school. So being in boarding school, I saw a lot of people from rich home and people from poor home, and which I was among the people, not that I came from poor home, but because the school was so big or was so expensive that I only went there on scholarship.
Okay.
You understand? That kind of body. We only went there on scholarship. So imagine that kind of school that you see some rich kid at the end of the semester, at the end of the class school section, all of them fly back home. Maybe fly to London, US, you not enter bus.
Go to the village.
Back to your house with your boss, that AC. You're sweating. And you're sweating. So seeing all those things, I'll be like, no. You know, that kind of thing will just give you that ginger to also think further too. Think a way that at the end of the day, at the end of the school, people can be able to sit together and interact and have conversations, not just as schoolmates, but as but as also business partners and people that have achieved a lot of things together.
Okay.
So that was what I was aiming for. When we left school, a lot of them in school then left. They couldn't communicate with us back home because they felt like these are the less privileged. But these are the less privileged. But now, to be frank with that, most of them now call me, reach out to me on Facebook. Hey, bro, how far? Long time. This is so and so person, so and so set.
Okay.
I'll be like, oh, okay. How you doing? We'll talk. How is life? You know?
Yeah.
I see that you do this kind of thing. Can you help me? These are the things that was what I was trying to aiming at then. Okay. And by God's grace, I was getting it.
Okay.
I was getting it. So you have to always be proactive in what you're doing to be able to get things done.
Okay. So now, like, how is moving to America like for you? What difference are you seeing in terms of like the business culture and the mindset and all that?
Yeah, moving to America is one of the best decisions I ever made.
Okay.
Because like I said, back home I was doing business, I was making money, living good life.
Okay.
But that good life was not enough for me. At some point, you look into your bank account, you have millions. You'll be like, well, this is not what you want.
Okay.
If you change this million now into dollar, how much is it? You understand?
Yeah.
A time came, I was still having some clients back home here, as in back here in America and some other country. They were calling me to make some bookings for them, do some other aviation services for them. So sometimes they'll ask me, can I pay you in dollars? In dollars, I'll be like, okay, I have dollar account. I'll give them, they'll pay me. So those dollars, I'll go and withdraw it. I won't use it. I'll use my naira to do those services. Then I'll be stacking those dollars at home. So at times I'll bring it out. I'll be like, dollar, you must answer me. You must answer me. Sometimes our time, I have to pay some tithes in dollar. I was like, God, I want to start earning in dollar. I want to start earning in that currency, as in not just I bring it out that day, put it in an envelope. One October 1st that time in a particular church in Abuja.
Okay.
I never thought I was going to America. Not that I've been thinking about it, but I don't know when.
Okay.
I will start planning for it.
Okay.
But I have to make that move. Like, okay, God, let me just this $100. Let me just put it in my envelope. is for you. Imagine me giving $100 back home, but here in America, now I don't think I've ever given offer of $100 here in America. Just for you to check to see the difference. Someone that can easily give out $100 back home,
but here in America,
I can't do it because at least the highest you can give there, maybe I offer it $50, 50, 40, 20, you know, sell it to God, But sometimes I'll be like, God, I beg, forgive me all this time. Just that I'm a student, I'm trying to build my life. Just pardon me, you understand? So, sometimes if I'm giving offering, I used to be like, God, I beg, just pardon me,
You seem to be a man of faith. Has it played a big role in achieving whatever?
5 and 6, so let me just use that word. I am faith, we are 5 and 6. I'm this kind of person that once I see something I want to do, I don't think twice to believe that I can do it.
Okay.
Like even before I started thinking about applying for a US visa, I was like, okay, I'm giving myself the next 1 year. Let me round up this whole thing. Do some other things I needed to do in Nigeria and understand my business. So by this time next year, I should be having my visa to leave.
Yeah.
So even when I communicate that to some people close to me, they'll be like, how possible is this? Do you know America is very hard to get? America visa is very hard. I was like, if it's hard, so what does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
No matter how hard it is, I will get it. They were like, bro, like say, he gave me keep the visa, maybe say, just go, can go collect that. So I'm not like, so faith, when it comes to faith, no, I don't joke with it. It's an evidence of things hoped for and things not seen.
Preach.
So, so that alone.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't joke with it. I know. My faith alone in God is top notch, so I don't really joke with it. Because that's one of the things that kept me going, kept me focused. So once I see something, okay, this, I can do this. I'll move to it. No matter how, I'll just devise what that means. Okay, apart from money.
Okay.
If I don't have money to get this, how else can I
What
do
else?
It?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that I remember I saw a quote. One time I was going to do something and I always thought that, okay, if I want to get things done, like just money, then you do it. Especially outside here, like in Ghana, if I want to get something done, I just go, hey, I need to get this done. Okay. Just take this and then get it done for me. And one time I saw a quote that made me step back and thought to myself, the quote was like, if you're always using money to get things done, you're lacking wisdom.
Yeah. If all you have as riches is money, that means you don't have, you're not wealthy.
Yeah.
If all you have to make money, to make life is money, you're not rich.
Yeah.
So you should be able to be in any particular environment and get something, get things done without money.
Yeah.
Being available.
I agree. Okay. So now you're in America and it's a business issue you've made. How is like starting a business for like a young guy who want to start business or like in America? How is it like for a person?
Yeah, starting business in here in America is very complex in a way that if you've not been into it before now, if you've not had the idea before back home or in Africa, if you get here and you want to do it here, you might be a little bit confused.
Okay.
Back home, we have business name as just normal venture, enterprise. The limited liability, normal the main company himself, limited. But here, when I started trying to do my research on how to start up my own, make some research, trying to make some move, should I hire an attorney for this? I tried to reach out to some attorneys I saw online. The fees they were charging me just to give me some business ideas was outrageous. I was like, if I should pay this, how much am I going to use to pay other things for myself in school? So at some point, I was not like, since I did this in Nigeria myself and everything went successful. Though even with Nigeria, I did with a lawyer. But here now, the money was too much to involve them. So how do I then do this myself?
Okay.
Without help of anyone. So started making research, use some research tools just to get information I needed. The first year I came, because I've been hammering on, I want to get my business established at my second year here in America. Because I only have 2 years to spend here for my master's.
Yeah.
My second year, my business should be active. I don't care how it's going to happen.
It's going to be.
So I was hammering it. And that same business is going to be my same name back home. I don't want to change it. I don't want anybody to get into it
Okay.
or to use it or to register it. So I was putting it in mind. And then some point again, after doing the whole thing, I reached out to some other organizations. Okay, I want to venture into this. Can we partner with for 50% equity? So I met them, gave them some offers. Okay, let's partner. I want to get into this, involve, come into the, let's all work together. I want to make use of your team. I want to make use of your office. They're in downtown. I don't want to mention the name of the company.
Yeah.
They're into business incubators. You should know them.
Yeah,
already.
I know them.
So,
I know, like, I've been there a couple
they
of
always
times.
come to school to do some other things. They have, some
Yeah,
other
I know,
things
and I've been to
business
their office.
for entrepreneurs. So I met them trying to tell them all that about my business. They are looking at the complexity, aviation. Nobody really does that in Youngstown and all that. How is it possible? How do you want to build this app? How much do you have at hand? We are talking about money. How much do you have to build this app? Even if
that's one problem that I have with organizations, like some of them, especially for those people who are hired to sort of train entrepreneurs, or like to train to incubate entrepreneurs. It's like most of them don't have entrepreneurship mindset.
Yeah,
they're just working sake. Yeah. So when you go there to communicate,
they always play with organizations. Yeah, then use under that, then work with other companies that are into that. Then,
it's kind of crazy. And when you are trying to communicate like the vision, like where you want to go to, they're always looking at the obstacle and all that.
They always want to link you up to maybe a business so person that will talk to you, be able to get information and all that, send your business proposal, business plan and all that. I was like, no, this is my plan, this is my blueprint. I should send it to you people.
Yeah.
That means at the end of the day, people will be the one to execute. If you now execute it without my knowledge, what is not my gain?
Yeah.
So it's not like the deal is, let's work together. Let's work together 50-50. Me, myself, and the company and your agency. Okay. You take 50% equity. So all I need with you is just your team of developers. So they can work with me. I'll tell them what I want, give them some diagrams, some designs I need, how I want it to be, and then they are trying to be someone from Africa, they're trying to do this, how possible is this? How much do you have to do this? And I was like, even if I want to pay, how much is it going to cost? They quoted about $70,000 for me.
Wow.
$70,000 to $80,000. Some other places like 50. Other places I have to in California.
Okay.
When I was getting all those things, I was not like, how much have I? How much do I have here? I'm going to be paying that amount because I want to start up something here. Like, okay,
it doesn't make sense.
Let's put that aside. Let's do this ourselves and see how you're gonna be. So we'll have to started outsourcing some other developers.
Okay.
From Ukraine, which are the best all over the world.
Okay.
Some part of India, Singapore. So I have quite a lot of developers working with me, paying them every month, even as a student. Wow. So I don't want to go into that because people will start asking, how much do you make? People will start asking, how much do you make that you're paying these people every month?
Yeah, and I think that it's I mean,
even without earning money, I'm not even earning because
you have a company running back at home, so
I'm not allowed to earn money while working in the US here because of my status as a student.
I understand.
So definitely, I'm not allowed to earn money. But I'm allowed to hire people and pay them and see that this thing. So, but anyway, we'll have to make it that way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, interesting. Wow. So you seem to always be adapting. Like, so now you are here and then you are outsourcing your business to people globally. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it and then got some people here too, some Americans too. You have to balance the whole thing so that when you're showing your proof of organization or company to government for the approvals of some certain things or certain things, you have to show, okay, this business is prone to hire or create job in America too. So you have to mix the whole thing.
Okay. So in terms of business structure, like I want to know. So I remember like I'm working on a business in Ghana, and during the time that I was registering the business, because I didn't really start business in Ghana, but over here I tried 1 or 2 times, and when you are registering, like over here, it is advised that you go for LLC, limited liability.
Yeah.
So like with the same mind, and then like there are lots of reasons why you should do that. So I called Ghana and I wanted to get the business I'm working on registered, and I wanted to go for LLC, and then they told me that I should forget about it. I should go in for sole proprietorship, right? And they gave a bunch of reasons for that.
Is it for Ghana or for where?
For Ghana.
Okay.
So business in Ghana. So that it should go for sole proprietorship. And then the reason why I think registering LLC is the best option that's not working in Ghana. You understand? And they were like, I mean, they say a lot of things I can't share. It's here.
I don't really know.
So I don't know
I don't really know how that works in Ghana. But
like, I mean, in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, we have like three major categories. We have other categories. This sole proprietorship that is called business venture, business name, just business name. You can sit down and do it yourself. On the computer. Business name, business venture can be venture, enterprise. That is it. Just only you can be the owner of the business. Then there is now this one, limited liability. That is like LLC here in America. So that limited liability, you at least required to have at least 3 directors, minimum of 2 directors or so, to be able to establish it. And you need a lawyer to help you file.
If you're a small business, which one is advisable in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, it depends on what you want to do.
Okay.
There are some businesses you can't do with the business name.
Okay.
There's some business you can do with business name.
I think
like in aviation, you can't use business name to work in aviation.
Okay.
It must be a limited liability company.
Okay.
With at least 2 million share capital.
Okay.
In real estate, it must be a business name. Okay. It must be a limited liability with at least 10 million share capital.
Okay.
In hospitality, that's hoteling, the share capital will increase. And if you are doing any business that has to do with maybe gold, mining, and other things, it's going to be another level of share capital. Without that, you can't get the license, you can't get the authorizations to perform that business.
Interesting.
So because my business is a limited liability, over 5 million share capital, or more than that, I think about 10 after, we'll have to increase at some point. We wanted to get into real estate and get into hospitality, since we're into hoteling and all that, flight ticket and hotel reservations too. So we'll have to make all those things public and then get some other approval.
Okay. Have you tried any Ghanaian food?
Yeah.
Jollof?
I think I've tried the awache. I tried the awache in Texas. When I was in Texas, I tried the awache. I've been to Ghana several times too. I've been to Accra several times. Oh, really? So, but it's just for business, lodge in a hotel, do your thing, leave. And then come. Not all this normal fancy food.
So be honest. Ghana jollof, Nigerian jollof. Be honest. Don't be patriotic. Be honest.
Let's not go there.
Be honest. Don't be patriotic. Be honest.
Okay. Who carries the word best in the love price in Ghana now? Currently now. Current let's become I think it's with Abasi. So it's from Nigeria.
For staying tuned. Thank you. Bye.